Hello and welcome. How are you doing? This is Gbogbo Swagger and welcome to Swaggerslifestyle. It's always amazing coming to have conversations, as in real life conversations. And how are you doing? How are you coping? Like on this side of the divide, hope you're actually, keeping faith because, a lot is going on right now. But I know that we would come out strong and definitely come true. And God will definitely come true for us. So today we're going to have an interesting conversation. And, what we're talking about is actually, part of everything that is happening in life. So we're having today's topic is interesting lifestyle hacks that promote health. Sometimes you're wondering like, okay, lifestyle hacks that promote health. Yes, because wellness is actually key. And we know that when you have good health, definitely you have wealth because it takes one that is healthy to be wealthy. So today I'm actually I'm actually having this conversation with an amazing woman of God. And her name is Dr. Otsemobor, but I'll just allow her to please introduce herself. Can we meet you, ma?
Okay, thank you, Funke, and good evening, everyone. It's very nice to be with you. I am Dr. Otsemobor. I'm many things to many people. I am first a researcher. I'm also a formulator, I'm a parasitologist, I'm a nutritionist, and it goes on. I do so many of this things, each with a lot of passion. So let me stop at that.
Thank you so much, Ma, for honoring our invite and for coming on the show today. Thank you so very much, Ma. So we'll just go straight into our conversation. What is a healthy lifestyle?
Yes, I remember telling you once that the whole of what I think about is how to enjoy life. And one thing you cannot do is you cannot enjoy life if you are not healthy. Health is a state of balance. It means the systems in the body are operating in balance. The moment that some of the systems are not balancing, there is a problem. And so that is health, is what we scientists call homeostasis, a system where there is balance.
Thank you so much for that. Now, you talked about a healthy lifestyle being a state of balance. So what is a state of balance?
Yes, a state of balance is the body is made so wonderfully by God, such that you actually have limits for each of the systems. And there are many systems in the body. You have the system of the blood circulating around your body, the system of your feeding, the system of eliminating waste products, and so many other systems. And each of these systems operates within a range. When that range is off, then that system is no longer in a state of balance. If it does not start giving you problem immediately, if it continues long enough, it will start giving you problems. So that is a state of balance, that the body system is running within the limits that it's supposed to run.
So when this system is actually in a state of balance, is that when we say we have good health?
I try not to use the word good or bad for health, because health is actually a state. And when we begin to say it's good or it's bad, then it becomes a little bit more difficult to work at it. The balance we're looking for, it is not necessarily what you call good or bad. It is a state of balance. It is when things are running the way they should be running. All the systems are keeping their limits. For example, if you are feeling very hot within your system, you start to sweat. What's happening there? The skin is trying to reduce the temperature so that it will go back to the state of balance. And the same thing happens to almost all the systems in the body.
Thank you so much.
It gets clearer.
Yes, it is clear. It is clear. Okay, so knowing fully well that the body is designed to fail someday, why is healthcare important?
No, my dear, the body is not designed to fail someday. The body is quite robust. It's resilient. If the body were as fragile as we think, most of us will not live to see our 10th birthday, because by then we've done enough things to make the body to have failed. The body is quite resilient. What has happened is, because each is a living system and each system produces some waste in the process of doing what it does. Because it produces some waste, you find out that we may not really mind, we may not note that we need to do something to remove all those wastes so that the body keeps going back to the state of balance. It is our getting the idea that we need to take care of our body. That's what will actually help us to live for a long time. And I have a proposition to all of you listening, that in another 50 years, you may have to decide if you want to die by old age. It would be so, we would have learned to do this thing so well that old age will not be killing people anymore. Maybe other things, but it will not be old age. You know,
wow.
I'm sure many people are wondering.
A lot of people are saying, no. Well, some people will say this is heresy.
They don't want to live forever.
Like you choose if you want to. Wow. Okay. So now you talked about correcting imbalance in the body. So how do you know when there is imbalance? How would you know, and how do you correct it?
The imbalance that happens in the body are such that you will know. I just gave the example of too much heat in your body and your skin begins to sweat. It is an attempt by the body to go back to the state of balance, to go back to homeostasis. The same way, if you start eating and you eat too much, I'm sure you ask a child who has eaten too much, he knows. He feels uncomfortable because the system is built in a particular way. You cross that boundary, you're on your own. So almost every part of the body has that system. What may cause a little bit of issue from time to time is that you may, because you cannot see inside yourself, some of those things are happening, but you can't see them. And that is why we say there are some things we must fight. Give them a fight, the fight of your life. Inflammation is one of them. It can be happening within you and you won't know. But there will always be the chance offering, you won't feel yourself. You may not know why, but if you cultivate a habit of finding why, you will get it. It is cultivating the habit of knowing these things.
It brings me to the next question. What are some hacks or tips that would help in living a healthy lifestyle?
Yes, I like some hacks. There are hacks about living healthy lives. And because I love to enjoy life, in fact, the sum total of what I love to be doing is whatever it is I'm doing, for God's sake, I must be enjoying it. I am serving God and I am enjoying it. But come back to hacks. The first hack I will ask you to enjoy is to enjoy work. And who say work? You mean? Yes, enjoy work. Because work moves everywhere. It helps you move the body. It helps you move the system. It helps every part of your body to really be in action. So work is important. Enjoy it. And you may know that exercise is a form of work too. So, and you know, exercise is good for you. Exercise will help the brain to function well, to help the blood system to move well, the lymph system. And that's why you are told to move. Don't sit and be sedentary in a place. Even fidgeting, for those of us who fidget a lot, is a form of movement instead of just sitting down and you are not moving. So my first hack is work. Enjoy work. So, of course, I will ask you to enjoy food. Enjoy what you eat with a proviso that you are using your God-given capacity to make sure you enjoy the food you are eating. You choose the right food and you keep on enjoying the food. It's important that we enjoy the food that we eat. Another one is recreation. There is something about maybe the colored people, we do not do a lot of recreation. We don't go out and really relax, enjoy ourselves with other people, and go into some form of sports and do things. We need to cultivate this relaxation. As you relax, all the tight points in your body will relax, and the system will work better than it would ordinarily have worked. So it's important that we do exercises. Of course, there are so many other hacks. There are many things that we need to do that will help us. Anything at all that will keep our system working the way it should work, that will keep a balance in the way that we do things. That is what we need to do. So there are many things, the food being the most central of the things that we do to make sure we're healthy. So choose your food and make sure everything is going on well. It is so important that we look after our body and we make sure the brain has to keep working. There are two systems in the body you need to pay close attention. The system of how food goes into your body and the digestion, and the neural system, the system of the brain circuits and everything, so that you don't lose the use of your brain, you don't have degenerative diseases. So these are just a few of the hacks that I would advise us to look out for. But anything at all that you enjoy doing, do it very well and enjoy it while you're doing it.
Thank you so much, Ma. So the part of work, a lot of us, we want to enjoy life without working. That's the truth, because everybody wants to live a chilled life. Like, I just want to be chilled. But when living a healthy lifestyle has to do with you loving work. Now, should there be, okay, I know that I think I've answered the question, because I was going to say that at what point should you, because we have workaholics, and then at what point should you know that, okay, this is a limit to work? Then I remembered balance. Everything should be
balance.
Balance.
Yes, balance. Yes.
Balance. Thank you so much for sharing. Yes. And we know you have a lot of wealth of experience, and definitely we are going to bring you back to have this conversation with you, because you just gave us a few tips, because we know that there are so many hacks that you would have loved to share as regards living a healthy lifestyle. Now, aside from proper nutrition and regular health checks, how else can one take care of their health?
You take care of your health by noting what's going on in your body. We are with our bodies 24/7. So there is no time we are not with our bodies. But somehow many of us expect that the doctor should look after my body, your body, And that body is seeing the doctor for 1 hour at the most, sometimes less. So you owe it to yourself to know what's going on in your body. You must know about health. You must know about the choices that you make. They're your primary responsibility. So once you've done that, you find to know what to do. Another hack is to know what you put on your skin. The skin is a living system and is the largest system in the body. Well, for those of us scientists who say, no, it's not the largest is the small intestine. But the truth is, in spatial, the space it covers, it is the largest organ. So the skin is particularly important. So, and the skin is a window of what's going on inside. It mirrors what's going on inside your body. If you see someone who is healthy, it will show on the skin. And if someone is not healthy for long enough, it will show on the skin. So the skin is that important to us. And I suppose that's why many people put so much on their skin, but maybe the wrong things sometimes. Yeah, so please look out for what's going on in your body and look out for how your skin is. Be careful not to put just anything on your skin. And be careful not to eat round the clock. Eat within a short period of time so that your system, your digestive system can rest. It needs rest, and it is not to be treated like a dustbin where everything goes inside it.
That's profound. Your body should not be treated like a dustbin where everything goes inside it. Wow. Words of marvel. Now, what's the what can we say? Is it possible, or no, that's not the word I want to use. Now, how can we relate, or how can we bring in sleep with healthy lifestyle? Or how important
can we do it? Sorry.
How important is sleeping or sleep to living a healthy lifestyle?
Oh, yes, that's another hack actually that we did not discuss. There are many, many hacks. The hack of sleep is of utmost importance because it's during sleep that the body takes away the toxins that are deposited during the day. So it's particularly important, especially night sleep. It's very important so that the brain will be, the dirty things within the brain that the one that can cause all sorts of diseases will be taken off during sleep. So it's important that we sleep and have deep sleep, restful sleep, the kind of sleep when you wake up in the morning, you know, yes, I rested. So it's very, very important. In fact, at the height of all the hacks, the sleep will put everything together very nicely. So it's something, it's very important.
Thank you so much for shedding more light on that. Now, would you say it is vain for a woman to exercise and stay in shape?
No, it is not vain. Remember, we said movement. We said you should move. And we started it by saying you should work. And we said movement, any form of movement is work. Exercise is also good. It is not vain at all. In fact, if you love your body, you will take part in exercise regularly. It will be part of your lifestyle. So it's not vain at all.
Thank you so much for that. So I would like to say all the women out there that are actually turning into gym, I don't want to use the other word they call them, but you guys go to gym and, you know, you're always at the gym. Just, you know, keep at it. And also for the men, please exercise and stay in shape. It is not a woman thing. It is actually for humans because it is
It's a human thing.
It's a human thing. It's a human thing. So we want to go to what the comment section, that's the live audience. And I would like to welcome everyone that has tuned in today and everyone that would actually still watch this broadcast. Thank you so much for, always supporting this community. And thank you for always coming to have conversations with us. So I will just take the comments that we have so far, and then we'll continue with the conversation. So we have Sweet Oster saying, thank you very much for educating us. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have Travel Abroad with Lena. Thank you for tuning in, Ma. She said, I can relate to that. We have Neme Concept saying 100/100. Thank you for tuning in. We have Olufemi Alade saying thumbs up. Thank you so much for that. We have Neme Concept saying balance, and he's, having a pondering smiley. So we have Travel Abroad with Lena saying, true, a lot of people don't take notice of their body. Once you feel different, please go. Once you feel different, please go for checkup and don't wait until you become so sick. Thank you so much for that, ma'am.
Yes, very true.
We have a Neme Concept saying very educative learning a lot. Thank you so much. We have Sweet Oster saying, your body is definitely not a dustbin. That's very true. We have Travel Abroad with Lina saying, sorry, I meant to say walk is the magic button to living a good health. Depending on herbs, vitamins would not do it without exercise. There is no shortcut.
No,
thank you so much for that.
None at all. You have good people around you watching. Thank you.
That's very true. We have a very strong community, ma.
Yes,
so please, if you have questions for our guests, kindly drop it in the comment section, and definitely we would ask her as we have this conversation together. Do you want to say anything as regards the comments, ma, before we continue our conversation?
Yes, for the comments, you have an enlightened group of people in your community, and that's really good.
Thank you so much.
Too many people do not enlighten themselves, and when they get the opportunity for enlightenment, they take it very lightly. But you have a good team. So what are just something that I probably should have said before now that I didn't say is food. We talked about eating, choosing the right food. But the emphasis I want to put is that right food should consist of the major food types. And don't say, I like ugu leaves. And all of your life, every vegetable you eat is only ugu. Oh, no, I love, the different names. And then that's all you eat. And so you have to do it's not an American invention, diversity. It's a God invention, diversity. So whatever you eat, make sure you eat diversity. The colors must be very bright, all the colors, not the one painted by us humans, the one that God made like that. It is not nature, it is God that made them. He gave them those colors. They have pigments in them. They are very, very important. Those pigments are micronutrients, and they are very important to us. Make sure there is enough fiber in your food so that your system will move without your straining. Yes. So
I like what you said, colors. Because when we talk about colors, you say, like, for nursing mothers and toddlers, they tell you that ensure that the child's food is very colorful so that they would eat. So I think it's now same for even grown-ups. So ensure that you have ensure that you have colors in your food. So can you give us, like, apart from vegetables, what are some other essentials that should be in the meal or in our diet?
Okay. You of course, everybody knows about carbohydrates.
Yes, ma'am.
We know all those starchy things, or the yam, potato, and all of those. Everybody knows about protein. Yes, mainly maybe the meat and the fish and the like. And then, of course, we all know about fats or phospholipids lipids, things that have fat in them.
Yes,
Like this fish has the very good type of fat in it. The fish we call Titus is very, very good. Salmon is very good, but pricey.
it's expensive,
Trout,
bro.
yes, trout is very good. So because we have Titus, it's so good that you should at least eat 2 portions of it every week. So those are for the major, what we call macronutrients. They are the big nutrients. But apart from them, there are the others that are not big. Those are where all these herbs and seeds and nuts, that's where they come in. All the legumes and the beans, and please don't eat only one type of beans. There are many different types of beans. The secret of food is that no 2 foods contain exactly the same thing. So there is something that sets one food apart, and that's why diversity is very important. You eat the rainbow, the color of the rainbow, all those colorful things. Anything you see that has color in it, that pigment has what it does in the body. And carrots are particularly good. One thing also I don't like to promote is to say carrots will clear the eyes, and this food will clear this disease. No, let's not learn that way. They all work together and give you health. They help your system. So it's better. Let's not use it as if it's another medicine. Let food be our
food.
medicine, but it should be food. And it should not be, I'm eating it because I have a disease and I want to clear it. It is that I'm eating so that I never have a disease. The state of balance in my system remains. So it's very, very important. Any naturally grown food is good, provided we have not killed it with chemicals.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. Now, talking about skincare, why is it important or very important?
Yes, it is very important because I told you that the skin is the largest covering of the human body. And it has the capacity to help us know what's going on within our bodies. It has the capacity to help us maintain temperature. Talking about temperature, there's a small range outside of which you won't feel okay. The person feels unwell. And so there is a measurement we do in science. We call it pH. Essentially, it just means how much of acid or how much of alkaline is in something. It is important that the skin maintains a balance. If you take it to the extreme it does not like, it will not serve you. That's why if you go around, you see some of our people, their bodies are diverse colors, green, dark, all sorts of patches and blotches on their skin because they have been putting insult on the skin. Anything the skin does not like that you put on it constitutes an insult, and the skin will react. So it's important that we take care of our skin because it is it's the largest covering. It helps us know what's going on within us. It helps us maintain our temperature, and it covers our body and prevents all these other things that cause disease from going in. It's the first barrier that you have to the entry of bacteria, viruses, and all these other things. And it's a very, very wonderful barrier. In fact, the skin has what they call the acid mantle. The acid mantle makes sure that the skin is kept healthy. Ordinarily, if a set of viruses or bacteria come on your skin, ordinarily, they will not be able to penetrate. The few that will penetrate will meet another layer. That will be the immune system. It will wipe them off. If they escape that one, there's another layer. So it's made in such a way that is quite robust in its operation. So the skin is incredibly good. And I'm sure you have seen some people before. You see them and you know that they are wealthy, they are rich, because the skin is just glowing. They don't have to introduce themselves to you. Sometimes I wonder, when a woman who is rich, she goes to wear some faded ankara when she's going to the market, she's deceiving herself, because the people who want to sell things to you take a look at your skin and they know this is a rich woman. You can't hide it. So the skin is that defining for a person. So that is why it is important that we take care of our skin. And there's a link, I call it a nexus, between what we eat and what we put on our skin. That's how come I started formulating body care products, because I came to a very deep, it was a eureka moment for me. Okay, this is good. Not so much because somebody sat me down and taught me. It's in the process of doing so many things I do. I came to that moment. As soon as I reached that moment, I began to do formulations. The skin is important.
Thank you so much for that. So now, because you've talked about how important the skin is, and then we have started seeing people that are going to every length to ensure that they are glowing, they are polished, they are, you hear things like skin like Proclean, they are changing the skin tone, the layer of the skin, because they just want people to look at them and say, oh, your skin is popping, or you look good, or, you know, all of that. So what's your take as regards that? And then how can we actually take care of our skin the right way?
Okay. Concerning that, it's like any other thing. Some people take it a step higher, others take it 10 steps higher. It's the human thing. So it's not bad or good. It's if you have this capacity to take things to higher levels, you just may find yourself saying, oh, I want this skin to glow. And so you keep on doing it. But like every other thing, remember balance. Balance. You must find that your balance. Is it your work that's making you want to do that? Are you in a profession where maybe that is almost expected, or you just are competing? Don't compete. You must feel good in your own skin. It's not a joke. You just must find that balance in your own skin and know that, oh, yes, I'm okay. I'm taking care of my skin. So it's a continuum. Some people do it to a low level, others take it so many steps higher. Sometimes it's because of what they do. Sometimes it's because they are competing, for many reasons. But you find that, find the balance and find a way to be comfortable in your own skin. Once you find that way, you are good to say.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you so much, Ma, for that. Now, is it everything that we eat that we can put on our skin?
Literally, yes, literally. So when you say everything we eat, we don't mean in its prepared form. We mean, say, if, for example, you take tomato. I'm not saying tomato that you have used to fry, to cook, and then you carry the soup and begin to smell.
The food in its balanced form.
Yes, yes. Oh, you are good Yeah, good student. So literally, we can. In fact, that's the most staggering thing I found out. So that's your palm oil. If your skin is full of some form of rashes and you think you aren't going out, you could try it, but it will stain your dresses. I'm just going to the extreme by saying even palm oil. You know, palm oil has a way of staining everything it touches. That's
Yes.
as much as it is. So anything that you can put in your mouth, you can put it on your skin. But please, the corollary is not true. It's not everything that you put on your skin that you can eat. So please note the way the analogy goes. You can put it on you can eat it, so you can put it on your skin. But that you are putting it on your skin doesn't mean you can put it in your mouth.
Thank you so much for that, Ma. Now, is skincare gender specific?
No, it's not. It's not. I want to disabuse the minds of those who think it is. Skincare is not gender sensitive. Everybody has a skin. It's still the largest organ in your body, whether you are a male or a female. So it is important to look after our skin. It is not gender sensitive. What I will now quickly tell you that more women put more effort on skincare than men. But what I want to see happen is that men too should start doing grooming. A few men are doing grooming, and that's really lovely. So please, men too should do some grooming. Thank you.
I'm laughing because, you've actually, what you said now is actually, shifted my mind. And, I'm now, it's now reshaping it, because I have this friend that when you see all his products, I said, it's so, I don't know how to put it. Like, you hear him say he has a skincare routine. And I'm like, right, man, that is feminine. That, like, it sounds spooky for a man to say, okay, this is face cream.
No.
This is, because, some men, you just take your bath. Some don't even rub cream and they're out. But, for this particular friend of mine, he has different things. And I'm like, okay, what's happening here? But, with all that you've said today, it's actually changing and shaping my mind.
Give him kudos. Yes, give him kudos.
I won't call his
He's
name.
one of
You know yourself, you're doing a good and an amazing job. Keep it up, but probably tone down a bit.
Yeah. So please, some grooming for both men and women.
Okay, so let's go back to take some comments. So we have Tyrannos School saying, great discourse. Thanks. Thank you so much, sir, for tuning in. We have Travel Abroad with Lina saying, don't go shortcuts because it would cut short your life. Follow due process and you would live up your due date. Thank you so much, Mark, for that. So we have Oluwafemi Alade saying, now I can enjoy my gym life without feeling bad.
Yes, please do.
Please do.
Enjoy
Carry on. So we have Tyrannos saying balance. Your skin should be treated well. It shows if you are healthy or sick. Correct. Thank you so much, sir, for that.
It does.
Olufemi Alade is saying, I have a question. What part does water play? Water intake.
Oh, yes. The way because we're answering questions, so we're not being so sequential. Water is incredibly important in digestion. If you just eat solid things alone and there's nothing, it will take like forever. So you need water, and you need the enzymes, and you need the effect of hormones on the body to do diverse things. So water is very, very crucial. So crucial that if you get up in the morning, have a glass of water, if not two. So water is a lubricant, not only for the external, even for the internal. let me tell you a secret. If you take, let me look for what will constitute a fiber. Okay, any of these things that have fiber in them, even beans, and you eat a lot of it and it's hard, you didn't put enough water, it can shut your system down just because it doesn't have enough water. So that is how important water is, both as a lubricant and as something to digest the food that we take. And it's a wash to wash off whatever we don't want on our skin. So water is very, very important. Thank you for bringing that up. Very important.
Thank you so much, Ma. I hope she has answered your question. Okay, so he still has another question. He's saying, okay, what part does water intake play? And is there such a thing as taking too much water? That's the second question.
Okay. Technically, no. Technically, no. But sometimes you yourself feel like you've had too much to drink. You can do the experiment. Just keep drinking, drink. Don't eat, just drink so much. You get to a point you don't want to drink anymore. You feel like you've taken too much. But technically, it will not harm you. It's possible that your cells may feel that you are bombarding them with too much water, but it's not going to kill anybody. So water is okay. It's okay.
Okay, let me just add to that. Balance is key.
Yes,
balance. Even in drinking water.
Yes, even in
balance.
Yes, balance. Yes.
Don't wait until you are thirsty before you drink water.
Exactly. You drink water through the day as much as possible so that your skin is hydrated. And if you are an elderly person, you need more water still. Elderly people suffer from lack of water more than younger people. That is not the source. That's not what we want to discuss. So we are not talking about it. It's just a way of reminding
to talk about
it's a way of reminding those of us who are elderly that we should please drink water. Don't wait until you start feeling okay. Sometimes you may even be having a headache, and it's because you don't have enough water in your system.
That's true.
Yes. Please, let's drink water.
Okay, so we're having a lot of questions here. So we have Adeoluwa Gbogbo. Thank you for tuning in. So her question is keto or vegetarian diet lifestyle the healthiest option?
You will put me on a warpath with my constituency without question. It is a question some of us don't want to answer, but I will wager into it. It is very true that most of the things that are healthy for you are vegetables. They are plant-based. That one, science has proved it by research. Most of all the food that we eat, the ones that are most beneficial are mainly plant-based. But that is not to say that you should now say because of that you won't eat meat and fish, egg, and all of those things. There are things that are found more in meat than in plant. For example, zinc. You'll find more of it in fish than you will find in other things. And many of the types of phospholipids that we want in the body are found more in animals than in plants. Vitamin B12 which is a major vitamin in the life of a person, is not found in the plants in any quantity that you want to. What am I saying? Even if you eat most of your meal as vegetarian, or well, as plant-based, not vegetarian, as plant-based, do eat a little bit of meat, a little bit of fish, maybe more fish than meat, and the different types of things, including eggs. Eggs are very good for the brain. They are super food for the brain. So it is important. Let's balance things. Let's not say because we found something good, then we just shift to that side alone. Some people don't touch eggs because there was a controversy at some point in research.
Level and all of that.
Yes. So, but please enjoy your eggs, enjoy your meat, enjoy your chicken, enjoy your fish, enjoy your butter. Some people will be they will freak out. I say, if you eat butter, don't eat margarine, eat butter. So please, ìwọ̀ntúnwọ̀nsì. I don't know the English for that, but it's still balance. Moderation. So let's balance what we eat, but please, if you can, yes, moderation, yes, good. So please, let's do things in moderation.
Thank you so much, Mom. So we have another question. We have Travel Abroad with Lina asking, please, can you educate us on this herb that is in circulation in Nigeria? They say it can cure PBH, prostate enlargement. Can't remember the name now. If anyone remember the name, please drop it here.
Yes.
I don't know the plant. I don't
drop
know.
it so that we can talk about it. Yes.
Okay. If anybody knows
but
the name
when you find it out, you can.
Okay, because I don't know the plants myself or the herb. So we have Traveled Abroad with Lina saying, God bless you, madam, for this education. We need it. So we have Angela Polari saying, don't compete. Just feel good and comfortable in your own skin. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for your comments. We have Travel Abroad with Lina saying, so if everything we eat, so if it's everything we eat, how about pepper, alcohol, weed? Okay.
Do you want to try the pepper? I can give you a pepper challenge. I can give you a pepper challenge.
Okay, so I'm sure what our guest means is like you eat everything doesn't mean like literally, because there are some things that we eat or we take into our body that is wrong. So here we're talking about
beer is not a natural. It's not it's a fermented product.
Process.
It's something. It's a product. So like Funke has said, there must always be exception to rules, but you can take a pepper challenge. And maybe you tell us the next time.
I would like to do that.
Yes, the next time we come together, you tell us what happened during your pepper challenge. I'm a researcher, so I keep researching. I keep trying to know more about things, so you could tell us.
Thank you.
Seriously, there are a few exceptions.
I think she was actually joking because she was laughing at the end of the comment.
Somebody actually said it was asking about a plant they say can cure something.
Yes,
I don't know the plant, and I'd like to know, because I would like to know. In addition to that, let me tell you a secret. Don't use any plant just for the sake of curing anything. Do your plant-based eating. Don't eat it because it will cure disease. Don't wait until disease comes before you eat the diversity that we are talking about, so that we don't get ourselves into trouble. I think that's all.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Ma. So we have
Yeah.
Adeloa asking, why is it that men do not need to put on? Why is it that men don't need to put it on? Okay. Okay, I think I get the question now. Why is it that men don't need to put on a skin regimen effort and their skin still glows, whereas women struggle with finding the right skin products and maintaining beauty?
The skin is resilient. The way God made it is resilient. With minimum help, it will go on. And the way men glow is different from the way women glow. So I will encourage that we continue to care for our skin. It is important. And even encourage our men to do some grooming. So it's okay. It's okay for us to groom ourselves.
Thank you so much for that, Ma. So we have Travel Abroad, Wilina, saying, my people, too much water is dangerously dangerous, or too much water can also intoxicate and increase your weight in one day. Then she's saying, I'm sorry I had to come in here, Ma, as per my nursing education and what we have seen in patients with water. Their electrolytes get so diluted that I have seen someone go into cardiac arrest.
You know why I'm laughing? Because I said technically, then we went on to talk about balance.
Yes.
So even water, so we said carry out the experiment yourself.
If you keep drinking, there's a point, yes, we said so.
You will get to a point. You will know that you've overdone it. So there isn't anything that cannot cause problem for human beings. So it's still the issue of balance. Once the electrolytes are out of balance, all sorts of other, is to be a cascade of events that will lead to all sorts of things. So we are not saying it cannot happen. We are just saying that water by its very nature, it doesn't lend itself to that as a usual, it's not a usual occurrence. So you are correct. Yeah.
Thank you for that, Ma. So let's go back to our conversation now. Judging by the weather and stressful lifestyle in Nigeria, how can one maintain their skin?
Yes, skin maintenance is very important for the reasons that we have given. The largest organ, it shows you what's going on. It helps to maintain temperature and so on and so forth. We can simplify our skin care. You know, your skin care routine can take up to 5 or 6 different things, but it really doesn't need to be like that. We can simplify to a washing agent, something to wash your body with, whether it is soap. This soap that I make has goat milk in it, which is very good for the skin. It can be soap. It can even be body wash, which is milder than soap. That is cleansing. So you cleanse. You need a cleansing agent. Then you need the treatment agent. The treatment agent can be something that is giving you, oh yes, this is a body scrub. You can also use it as part of your system to clean your body. So when you have done the cleaning, the next thing you want to do is to treat your body. You may be, if you have acne, you may be treating, or any of these other conditions on your skin, you may treat, or you may even just try to get a whole lot of things into your skin that are good for the skin. So you can moisturize your skin. And the last part of your skin care routine is the part that wants you to protect your skin. How do we protect our skins? The easiest way to protect your skin is to use physical barrier. Don't stay in the sun when the temperature is very high later in the day, and don't don't clad yourself and be sweating into your cloth and all sorts of things. That they are all physical systems. Of course, there are chemicals that you can use to protect, like sunscreen. Sunscreen will come online in my product at some other time. It's not yet online. As a researcher, I go the extra mile to complete my research before I launch any product. So we don't have sunscreen, but be mindful. When you buy sunscreen, take a look at it. If that sunscreen has chemicals, too many chemicals that the names you cannot call, take care. So be very, very careful. You know, the skin of maybe the white people and the Black people are quite different. God is so good, our skin can take quite some difficult things that we give it. But the point is, look at what's inside what you are rubbing on your skin. Don't rub those things that want to peel your skin. It's not necessary. And moisturizing the ingredients and the vitamins, licorice, and a host of things. Please, they are good for the skin. So what we have said now is cut it short. Clean your body, whether with soap or with body wash, or you are using a scrub. If you think once in a week or so, you want to scrub out some things. But don't use a scrub every day, I beg you in God's name. That would be too much for the skin. So please, you do that, then of course you treat, and then you protect. Very simple. So any question on that?
I like how you simplified it. So, you know, some people have like different routines. But, you know, for people that actually stepping up their game to say, okay, I want to go on this skincare journey, with that, how you've broken it down is very simple and then very easy. So it now takes me to the next question.
Yes.
Are there products that you could recommend as regards skincare, organic or synthetic? What are products that you could actually recommend?
There is a bit of politicking going on in the industry. The politicking is that people label some things organic and nobody knows how they were grown. For something to be said to be organic, it means it was grown without all these fertilizers that we put in things. Most of the people who supply us things don't know how they were grown. They bought the thing and they sold to us. At best, they are natural products. And we advised we use natural products so that we have less and less of those things that is react to. So the issue of this is organic. Let's not worry unduly about it. It doesn't mean much. It's a political thing. So just make sure there are things that are in good shape. For example, you have probably have heard about the sweet leaf called stevia. Stevia is you can use it instead of sugar. Sugar is another thing you should please not eat. Please remove sugar from your food. I should have made it the number one thing, but it will spoil some people's taste if you say that you don't touch sugar. But try to reduce until you can do without it. For example, stevia, it's a green thing, like green leaf, but they can prepare stevia and it's white like sugar for you. It's been over processed. So if you want to use stevia now, just look for it in its natural form, that green color. They would have blended it, it will remain green like that. That is the stevia. See, those are the kind of issues we want to deal with so that the processing that goes on will be less, and the effect on our system, on our hormones, will be less also.
Thank you so much for that, Ma. So we know that you're actually a researcher and you have a range of products that are actually natural and organic, if I can use the word organic. Can you tell us about them, and also how we could actually, once we want to purchase, how can we contact you to purchase some of your products?
Yes. When a researcher becomes somebody who is making products, you know, the work, you are thinking on both sides of the divide. But this is the lotion I use. In fact, I use all the products because I have sensitive skin. So my take is that if my skin can take it, any other skin can. So that was my first mantra when I started producing, because my skin is very, very sensitive. So the lotion is particularly good. And I always say it's for all African skin types. So, and the same way, I have the body wash. If you cannot use soap, if you don't want to use soap, my soap is luxury soap, actually. So anybody should want to use it. But just in case you don't want to use soap, I will tell you why you may not want to use soap sometimes. If you don't want to use soap, I have body wash, moisturizing body wash. It has a moisture enhancing components in them. And so the list, I have this coconut, grooming oil coconut. It's for those who don't want to take too much effort with their grooming. That's why I call it grooming oil. It's a food grade, so you can actually drink it if you need to. So, I also have collagen. I wish I could do something on collagen, but not now. And we also have something that's a shampoo that it detangles the hair. So these are about 8 or 9 products. And I have small soap for those who want to give out soap as souvenirs, very small. They are affordable. So these are all things I do with myself in mind, because I don't want to do anything that will damage my skin. If you want to see me, I think Funke can handle that, because we probably should have put our details somewhere so that others can get it. Oh, yes. Thank you, Funke. So yes, we have
Beauty Eaters on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. That is the name, Beauty Eaters Product. So they're actually on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and they have like a wide range of products that are actually very, very, very good for your body.
And so we're also taking distributors. So anybody who wants to be either an affiliate or a distributor, you can reach out to us.
Yeah. That's very good. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you so much, Ma. Yeah. a very, very, very wonderful conversation. So we have Travel Abroad with Lina saying, okay, balance, balance, balance. Yes, we spoke about balance. And we have Olakweju waving. Hi, Olakweju. Thank you for tuning in. And she's saying some people just put the label organic just to charge higher prices. That's very true.
Yes.
That's very true. It doesn't mean that the product is actually organic. So thank you so much, Ma, for honoring our invite and actually for coming to share your wealth of knowledge with us. We've actually learned a lot. I have learned a lot. I've learned the word balance, balance, balance as regards living a healthy lifestyle and also as regards skincare. So in conclusion, what would you like to tell us about interesting lifestyle hacks that promote health?
Yes, we actually have spoken quite a lot. The things that are good for the body are usually attractive, but there's also another aspect to it. Some things are good for the body, but they are not attractive. How many of us know Iru? We probably have heard about it. If you are Yoruba, you might have known it. Locust beans, and they ferment it, and it has a funky smell. That's the way someone described it. It has a funky smell, but it's a very, very good thing to use. It's good to put it in your food. So what am I saying? That sometimes that same thing that you say does one thing can do the exact opposite. So it is important that we know that things can change. Something that does good can also do what is not so good. So that's where looking out for our bodies are very, very good. And that's where it is important that there must be a way we are keeping record. If our brains can take it, that's okay. But we might need to write down, and then things get, you can refer to them. And there is something about affirmation. Do give yourself a lot of affirmation. Don't let anybody push you aside and tell you you are not good enough or that they are better than you. In fact, disagree with anybody who says it's better than you, because you can decide that you are building, you're getting better. That's the greatest hack I have as a human being. I'm not easily, you can't faze me by telling me something, telling me you're better than me, you're richer, and all of those things. It doesn't touch me. So don't let anybody make you feel inferior. Don't give your permission to anyone to make you inferior, because you must give permission before someone can make you inferior. So if you refuse to give the permission, you never feel inferior. So be authentic. Anybody who meets an authentic person knows. Even when they don't like you, if you're authentic, they know you are authentic. So I want each of us to enjoy life. I just love to enjoy whatever I do. So, and as you find more hacks, do let us know about them. I could compile and write a book on hacks someday.
That would be good. We're waiting for that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Otsemobor, for honoring our invites and for coming on the show today to share your wealth of experience and definitely knowledge with us. We are very, very grateful. And we know that we are actually going to come back to have wonderful conversations with us too. Thank you so much, Ma. And then today I learned balance. So I'm taking out from the conversation today, I'm taking home balance, balance, balance in everything I'm doing. Balance, balance, balance. Till I come your way next time, this is Gbogbo Swagger and this is Swagger's Lifestyle. Do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and also share this with your network and actually people in the spheres of your influence. Do take care and have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you so much, Ma.
Thank you, everybody.
Olapeji is saying thank you, Ma. Everybody is
Thank
saying
you.
thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you, Ma. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you to all our online audience. Thank you so much for tuning in.